What up, you guys? It's your girl Sugar Bop, and I'm back with another video. How are y'all doing today? Listen. I was supposed to have this video out Sunday. I was supposed to film Sunday. I was supposed to have this video out on Sunday. Then Sunday rolled into Monday, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it Monday, right? Yeah, wrong answer. I'm trying to think what happened Sunday. Cause I know I left work early Sunday morning. I think I just relaxed or whatever. Yeah, I did. I just relaxed and watched TV. And then yesterday, yeah, I can't remember what happened yesterday, but long story short, it's Tuesday, and you're gonna get this video. So, yeah. I think I just had a lazy day yesterday too. I don't remember. Anyway, like I said, you're gonna get this video today. So if you already read the title, then you already know what this video is about, you guys. And yeah. But before we get into that, if you're new here, welcome. Become an official Sugar Bear by hitting the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well so you know when I post a video. And why would you want to do that? Because it's beautiful over here. And all my Sugar Bears and myself would love to have you. Right now we're at 35. Come be number 36. Tell all your friends. Come check out Sugar Bop channel because she be live. Or at least, I try to make it, entertaining and interesting. That last video, though, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That last video was me just not having any content, but I got some content for y'all. And I've come up with some new ideas, so, yeah. Unfortunately, this is probably the only video you're gonna get this week. I know last week I might have did 2 videos. But yeah, this probably be the only video you get for this week. But next week, I'll be back on it. So yeah. And also, I have some notes on key points that I want to talk about in this video. But before we get into that, I got a package from Fashion Nova, and I totally forgot I ordered this stuff. So it's 2 things, but still, let's go ahead and open this up. I'm so excited. I know I got. Yeah, I'm just gonna open it. I almost told y'all what it was. I just don't remember specifically what items they were. So, Fashion Nova, fashionnova.com. Hopefully they fit too. Hopefully they're not too big. Because I know my size with them, but at the same time, some of their stuff be fitting kind of big. Like, I got this shirt from them that was an extra large, which is what size I wear with them. And that joint was like, that joint is big on me, like. Anyway, so let's get on to this. First item, oh, now remember. First item is this, extra large Los Angeles shirt. Cause sorry y'all. I was gonna get a t-shirt with one of the Simpsons characters on it, but I wanted the whole fit, and they didn't have it, so they didn't have it in my size. So I saw that shirt, and I was like, ooh, Los Angeles, yeah. I wish they had it in red, though, because red is my favorite color, but this is cute, and it's gonna go up my pants, too. Yep, so this is the shirt. And it's about to be big on me too, just like the other one. I should have got a large. So this is, it says Los Angeles, California on it. Yeah, so, I mean, nothing major. This shirt cost, I can't remember, but I'll put it in the description box, because I got it when it was on clearance. Both these items were clearance items. By the way. And y'all know Fashion Nova always have a clearance event, so. Yeah, I got that in the extra large. And now let's move on to this item. What did I do with the scissors? And two, I'll just put the website in the description. Like I always do when I do like clothing hauls and stuff. I put the link to the official website, and then I put like the items and stuff and price points. Now I order my stuff on the app, and it'll be the same on the website too. I don't know, like, cause I don't remember when I ordered this stuff, so yeah, just check out the website. All right, and I got, oh, these, okay, I thought these was jeans, but no, these are Khloe 2 shorts. And these are in a size 15. Hopefully they fit because um I can fit, I know I can fit a 14, but a 15, I don't know, that might be kind of big for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nothing major. I like how they look though too. And I seen these jeans on the app that I wanted, but they didn't have my size, and I was like heated and hot. You know what I'm saying? But it's all to the good. I keep looking at my watch. I'm sorry. But yeah, so this is the front of the jeans, and this is the back. Nothing, major, but I thought they was cute. Yeah, so like I said, I'll put the link to those items in the description box, as well as the website itself. If you don't have the app, or if you don't want to download the app, you can just go on the internet and order the stuff. Alright, so that is done. I'm going to put this. Alright. And I have to figure, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get comfortable. I have to figure out where I'm going to put that stuff, because I know I just reorganized my closet last night with my jeans, so I'll probably just hang this shirt up and put my jeans on. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to look at my phone real quick because I need to look up these key points. Also, follow me on Instagram. On Instagram is where find out when I'm going to be posting on YouTube, when I'm going to be filming, all that good stuff. And then too, just, my outside activities. I always post Sunday Fun Day, so yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram, because them Sunday Fun Day posts, I love them. And lately though, my Sunday Fun Day posts have just been me showing you what I eat, what I've been eating on Sunday. But, it could be like different things. I might like switch it up a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, so let me get on to, here it is. Alright, so I have my notes right here. So, life in my 20s. Alright, so, as you guys do know, when I was in my 20s, I was dating this dude. That was my most toxic relationship video. I don't remember what I named him in that video, but we're just gonna name him Carson for this, because some of this actually happened when I was dating him. I'm not gonna say it was his fault. I'm gonna say it was toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a bad influence, because I started doing stuff I would never do. Anyway. And then, too, I was still younger. I was, still trying to find my way. And, yeah, so let's get on to it. So the first thing, there was a specific topic I wanted to talk about and touch on, but I don't know if I really want to. One thing I will say about that topic, though, is back when I was in my 20s, I used to drink a lot. Not all through my 20s, because I want to say it was like when I was 28 is when I learned about my medical condition that I have, and so I'm on medication, and I just stopped drinking altogether. And if you guys don't know about my medical condition, there's a video I posted called I Had a Hospital Visit. Go look at that, and you will know what I'm saying. So, basically, I'll just give you a quick summary. Basically, I have a medical condition called Pituitary Adenoma, which means that there is a little tiny tumor on my pituitary gland, like between my eyes. That's where it is. Now, fortunately, there is medication for it, and it was so small that the medication is shrinking it, so I don't have to get it removed. But yeah, and I'm still under doctor's care for that. I'm still taking medication, so I've been doing pretty good with it, you know. The only thing I don't like is that the medication makes me like extremely tired, and I'm just like sluggish all day, and I can't really like get it together. But other than that, I've been doing great with it. So yeah, things have gotten better with it. Since I posted that video. But yeah, go check that video out. It's called I Had a Hospital Visit. And that's not when I first got diagnosed, to let you know. It's been a while, yeah. But I was like letting you guys know about that specific situation, for lack of a better term, because I cannot think right now. Anyway, so yeah, go back and watch that video. Anyway, so yeah, so when I was in my early 20s, I used to drink a lot. I used to smoke cigarettes too. A lot of people don't know that though. See, I don't know. I guess, you know, certain people just have that look to them, like they just look like a square. Or people think because now they know them later in life that they are a square. But there's been a lot of things I've been through that made me like how I am now. And I mean, hey, if people want to call me a square now, I really don't care. Like, I'll be that, because the things that I went through in life when I was in my 20s, whew, I'm so grateful I went through it alive. Anyway, got through it alive. Anyway, so like I was saying, I used to drink like a lot, and it was to the point where, now me personally, I don't know how anybody else is, but I don't drink, like when I would drink, I wouldn't drink the hard stuff. Every once in a while I would, like I drink vodka if that's what you consider the hard stuff, but I always mixed it with something because vodka tastes disgusting. I don't know how people drink that mess straight, but it is disgusting. And that goes into that saying, put hair on your chest. That's vodka right there. It'll put hair on your chest. Not literally, but it'll make your chest burn. That's what that means. Anyway, but so yeah, I want to say I didn't actually start drinking until after I met Carson. Oops, my thing fell off. I need to get a new band for this watch, because this joint be popping off like nobody's business. So now I just barely wear it because I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so and then too, I had childhood friends that drink a lot, and they still do. But I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't do that no more. Mainly because I'm on medication, but also because I just don't see the point. Like, you get drunk, and this is some people, you get drunk, so drunk to the point where you don't remember what you did last night. You wake up, you vomit, and it's like you have a hangover and you feel like trash the next day. Like, I don't see the point. Especially not for me, because when I would drink, I get sleepy. You know what I'm saying? I've never threw up. I never threw up. I might have felt like nauseous a little bit, but it wasn't like intolerable. Actually, if I could be honest with you guys, I remember the very first time I got drunk. I was drinking Coronas. Now, a lot of people, like I said, people be drinking. People can tolerate alcohol like it's nobody's business. Some people. And so they've had like a Corona, Like, you got drunk off Corona, but I'm a lightweight, so me drinking don't make sense. It just doesn't. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I drink a few wine coolers and then be nice, and then y'all just be looking like, you can't be drunk already. Yeah, I am. Not like drunk, but like I feel like I'm feeling nice. You know what I'm saying? I feel relaxed and whatnot. Like, and it, like I said, it don't take much from me because I'm a lightweight. Like, if I was to drink now, whoo, I'd probably be on my behind. But um, when I would drink, it got to the point where, because I used to drink, like I said, I used to drink wine coolers, or I just drink wine, period, because I don't like beer. Beer is disgusting. Every now and then I would drink a beer though, but that would be mostly when I was eating crabs. But I don't like beer. I don't like vodka. I don't like um, Jack Daniels and all that other stuff. I do not like none of that. Mm-mm. Give me a wine cooler and I'm straight. Like, that's all I ever needed, for real. So it got to the point though where I could drink a whole 6 pack of wine coolers and not be drunk. Like, I feel nice, like I feel relaxed, but I would not, like, I wouldn't be drunk. You know what I'm saying? And then too, it got to the point that when I was with Carson, um, and I don't condone this, when I needed to sober up, I sobered up quick. You know what I'm saying? Um, 'Cause I used to drink and drive. Not like drink in the car. I used to drink. Well, yeah, that's still drinking and driving. I used to, like, I would drink some wine coolers and then get in a car and be functional. Like I said, I do not condone it, okay? Don't ever do that. Like, ever. Ever. Young adults, if you watching this, don't ever do that. Like, that is like one of the worst decisions you could ever make in your life. But that was the life that I lived at that time. Because of, I was with Carson. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was wrong, but I just would do it, like, anyway, because, I'm with Carson. And, so yeah. But, like I said, I don't drink now. I don't smoke cigarettes now either, actually. It's been a good amount of years since I picked up a cigarette and smoked it. Now, what I will say is this. About 4 years ago, my dad had passed away. And I did not know how to handle it. Like, I cried, but in all actuality, the tears were not enough for me. So I started picking up Black and Milds. Um, and that's how I decided to cope with the pain. Along with crying, I would smoke Black and Milds, which is like the worst thing to ever do. Them things will kill you, okay? Because it's not nothing but a little mini cigar. And, if a big cigar gonna kill you, so is that little joint. I never smoke with no weed in it, because I don't smoke weed. I've smoked weed one time, but I can never, I'm not doing that. The most I ever, like I was saying, the most I ever did was, smoke cigarettes and smoke Black and Milds. But the Black and Mild thing didn't come till later on when like I was saying, my dad passed away. I had smoked one before, but I didn't really, I was more of a cigarette girl, you know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't start smoking cigarettes until I was dating Carson. Now, me as of now, I'm not the type of person, and it was never on no peer pressure type stuff, just to let you know. It was just on some, I want to see what this going to do for me, because you always hear cigarettes will help you release stress and make you feel better. But that's not true. That's not true at all. Cigarettes are just what they are. They give you cancer, and then you die. You know what I'm saying? You die a slow death. So, I don't recommend smoking anything to anybody. Like, they say weed is good for you. I don't think so, because you still inhaling smoke into your lungs. Even though it's grass, I don't recommend that. Because it's still going to restrict your breathing eventually. So, yeah, no. And then, too, my family got a history of COPD, and I don't need that in my life. I like to breathe. I already got asthma. That's hard enough to deal with some days. So, I do not need COPD. And the asthma didn't come until like a year or so later. I just found out last year I had asthma. That's what it was. Or was it 2020? It was either last year or 2020 when I want to say it was 2020 when I found out I had asthma. Anyway, that run in the family too. But anyway, so yeah, when I was with Carson, he eventually stopped smoking cigarettes, but I was still smoking. Like, I was still doing it. And then, then too, after me and Carson's relationship was long gone, and I finally had gotten the strength to let him go, I let go of them cigarettes too. I let go of them cigarettes, and I stopped drinking. Well, no, I didn't stop drinking. I was still drinking, but just not as much as I was. Let me take y'all back for a minute. I remember this one time this dude was staying at my house, and he had took it back to the old school. This dude had some OE, and I was like, I felt like I was living in a scene from Menace to Society for real, cause OE, that's some, bruh, that's some back in the day stuff. Like, I had never seen one in person until I was with Carson. I was like, wow. And I be watching all the hood movies, and like I said though, but OE is beer, so I don't drink beer though. But he had bought me a OE, and I drank some of it, and I just was like, I could not drink no more, because it's big. Like, a OE is a 40 ounce of beer. Old English. That's what the OE is. And so, nah. I could not drink that whole thing. I could not. But, experiences are experiences. But, like I said, eventually I let go of the cigarettes. And I'd be lying to you if I said it was easy. It was not easy. And especially since I didn't use Nicorette gum or anything like that. I just went straight cold turkey. And I mean, the struggle was real for a little bit, but after I finally got over that hump, I stopped like altogether, and it was great. When I finally broke that chain of I needed a cigarette. And the one thing though that I did miss after I finally, got strong enough to quit though, the one thing I missed the most was that after meal cigarette. That's the only thing I missed. That getting up in the morning and smoking, I did not miss that. I missed my after meal cigarette. Because for some reason, I don't know, it made me feel good. And I don't know why. Like, that after meal cigarette was a whole different vibe, But, and then too, cigarettes, like, lower your weight. Which is, I've always been fat my whole life. I've always been chunky. But when I smoked cigarettes, I was getting small. Now I'm happy to say I lose weight the natural way, you know, due to my medication as well, but also because I'm very active when I'm at work, and I try not to lay around too much. Even though I'll be tired, like on my really tired days, I will just relax, but other than that, I'll do like things around the house, just, try to be productive. But taking a step back for a minute, um, and this was when I was still smoking cigarettes. Um, Me and my mom um, were not getting along, and it was a very bad time in my life. It was like a lot of bad things was happening to me, and well, no, yeah, the homeless thing was, you know, my choice, but that was because I felt like I had no other choice. And when I say homeless, I don't mean like living on the street. I wasn't, I wasn't, um, completely homeless. I lived in a homeless shelter. There, let me clear that up. But I was homeless though. I lived in a shelter with people I did not know, but I quickly gained friends though, and it was cool. It was a group of us. We all gathered around. Nobody, had hate for each other. It was, you really got to know people. And the only reason why I had that group of friends is because my roommate that I had. And I hope she's doing okay in life. She was an older woman. Very nice though, very polite. I used to call her mom. Um, but it was a lot of drama in that place too. It was a lot of drama. And it was like things that you didn't want to know, but people would just up and tell you because, I don't know, for some reason, when people look at me, and these are like complete strangers, they'll tell me their whole life story and feel comfortable with telling me their whole life story. I don't even gotta ask, and this is not a boast, okay? Because honestly, I don't be wanting to know these things. People just feel comfortable enough to come to me and tell me all this stuff. And I just be like, oh, okay, like, I've always been told I'm better with listening than actually socializing. And y'all know this, because like I be telling y'all, I'm a quiet person. I've always been like that. And like I said too, I'm trying to, get better with it, go out and socialize and things like that. So yeah. But I lived in a shelter for 6 months. Um, oh my goodness, that salad. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get some water, because that salad trying to come back. I had Panera bread. I had one of those soups in the bread bowl. I'll never do that again unless I actually eat in the restaurant, because they did not gut out the bread, and I had to do it myself, but I didn't. I just ended up dumping all the soup on top of the bread, and the bread just got soggy. But it was still good though. Usually I don't like soggy bread, but this joint was still good. But I always get the tomato soup, and that tomato soup be hitting. Next time though, I told myself I'm gonna try that cheddar and broccoli soup and see what that be like. And I'm on the fence about it, because every time I try something new at a restaurant, it don't be all that. Gotta hydrate. I always say that. I was watching one of my videos last night, and I was like, oh, we say gotta hydrate. But you do, you gotta hydrate. Anyway, so like I was saying, what did I say oh yeah, and then too, when I went to Panera, I got one of them, Asian crunch salads. That joint be hitting with that dressing. That dressing though is a little too acidic for me, but like, It still tastes good. And they put teriyaki sauce in there. So it'd be lit. Anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. So let me look at my notes though, because I feel like, okay, so the homeless part didn't come until um 6 months after I finally broke up, like stopped all communication with Carson. Um, yeah, so I lived in that shelter for 6 months. Um, and I mean, if you have somewhere to go, like another family member or, whatever the case may be, go there. Don't ever, because these shelters are disgusting. I'm telling you. And the shelter I stayed in, they made you clean the whole building. Let me tell you something. They had this program where if you didn't have a job, and I guess I totally get it. You have to do something with your life, but like while you're there, but at the same time, they give you a certain amount of time to actually get a job. But how can you do that if most of your time is spent cleaning buildings all day long? And that's what I did. Like, and I was applying for jobs, and I actually had a job, but I was like, I kept waiting for them to like tell me when I could start. And they was waiting for something. I forgot what it was, but that was when I worked at the Disney store. And I didn't actually start working at the Disney store until I moved out of the shelter. But the reason being why I left the shelter was because I just could not take it no more. That place was dirty. The people were not clean. Like my group of people though that I hung out with, I knew them. Like I was comfortable with them. They were clean people. I'm talking about the other people that lived in our building. They was not clean people at all, and it just, I could not do it no more. And then too, I had two roommates. When I first got to the shelter, I only had one, but then somebody else came, later on down the line. And they left the shelter, so I was like, it's time for me to leave too, because I just could not take it no more. Like, I'd rather deal with, the arguments and the bad energy between me and my mom rather than to just stay here at the shelter. Because, truth be told, they was going to probably kick me out anyway, because that's what they do. If you don't have a job in a certain amount of time, you get kicked out. Now, I was not told that by the administration per se, but at the same time, if all I'm doing all day long is just cleaning, and barely being able to go in the computer lab to actually look for a job, then what am I doing here? Like, it was bound to happen eventually. And I don't even think it was more of a thing like if they see you actively trying to find a job that they would give you a break, because I don't think so. Like, this was state funded, so rules is rules. And I'm sorry, y'all, my nose is itching, and I don't know why. But yeah, it's more like rules is rules, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, yeah, they probably gonna kick me out, so I might as well just go back where I came from. So I ended up coming back to my mom's house, and things still were not getting any better, and I don't know how I did it. I know how I did it. The grace of God. That's how I did it. That's how I got through it. That's how I got through it. The grace of God. Because if I did not have strength and I did not have the faith in God that I had in that time, I probably would not be here right now, to be honest with you. Because I remember it was, and hey, look, listen, it had been many a times I had suicidal thoughts, okay? And and that it mostly happened when I was like younger, cause like I remember I told you guys in a video before, I used to get teased for being fat. That's where the suicidal thoughts came from in my earlier years. Now, as you can see, I never acted on it because I'm still here. But I mean, people cut themselves. I don't recommend that either. And if you know, were like me having suicidal thoughts, and you know, just in general, go get some help. Go talk to somebody, okay? Because your life, you are here on this earth for a reason. And your life is important. It's important to somebody. It should be important to you. You know what I'm saying? We all go through things in life, and that could be one of them. But if you feel yourself slipping into depression, or you know, you have anxiety about things, go talk to somebody. Go talk to somebody before it gets bad. Because we don't need another "it was too late" case. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. We need you to be here in this life. Because you have a greater purpose that maybe you cannot see right now, but you have a greater purpose in life. And your greater purpose might be to help somebody with their issues, you know, in life. Or to give back to the community, whatever the case may be. We are all here to serve a purpose. Not to come into the world and when things get bad, and hey, look, listen, I'm not trying to say people having issues like this is like people's issues, one person's issues are bigger than the other person's issues. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because listen, honey, I would never try to put myself above anybody at all. Because listen, I know my life was bad in my 20s, but there's somebody out there who had it way worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had it way worse than me. When I was in that relationship with Carson, yes, I was getting verbally abused. I was not getting hit, but at the same time, like I said, my situation was my situation, but somebody else's situation might have been worse. You know what I'm saying? They might have actually been getting hit by whoever is supposedly loving them, or whoever they loved. You know what I'm saying? They might have been getting that slap across the face, or whatever the case may be. And they might have felt like, hey, I cannot get out, and they might have ended up dead. You know what I'm saying? And there's always that saying, yeah, you go through things, but somebody's got it way worse than you. You know what I'm saying? So I might have contradicted myself just a little bit when I just said nobody situate. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so my thoughts are like all over the place. Please forgive me. But like, yeah. So there is somebody out there in the world who didn't get out, or who felt like there was no way out of their abusive relationship. And it was too late type of case. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if you guys see a glare. I have my light on, but I have LED lights and they're colorful, so if you can't see my eyes like all the way, maybe this will help. Yeah. Okay, now you can kind of see my eyes. Hold on. That ain't no better. Alright. So yeah, I'm taking my glasses off because there's a glare. And I kind of can see you, but it's kind of blurry. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So yeah. So like, let me look at my notes because there was some other stuff I wanted to say. I pretty much touched on all the topics. But like, I mean, if you don't have anywhere else to go, then yeah, embrace the shelter. Like, but make sure if you live in a shelter that you are resourceful. You know what I'm saying? One good thing about this shelter was when I was there, I was allowed to get $200 in food stamps because I was actually homeless, and they allow you to do with whatever you want with your food stamps. You know, so on top of them feeding me, and let me tell you, that's another thing. I'm not gonna say the food was disgusting, but it gave me jail vibes. You know what I'm saying? So, and that place was like jail, if I could be honest. So, yeah, and it was on a military base, so, yeah, it was really bad, y'all. And when you got sick, they treated you like trash, okay? I remember this one particular time, and I thought it was just a common cold, but in all honesty, I had the flu and did not know it. I felt terrible. And at night, they made you do a nightly chore before you went to your room to go to sleep or whatever it is you do at night before you know. And this one particular time, my chore was to clean up the kitchen before I went to bed, before I, went to my room. And I just could not do it. Like, I had no strength in my body. Like, I had the flu. I had the flu really bad. And that was because one of my roommates liked to sleep with the window open. And my blanket that I had, excuse me, my blanket that I had was very thin. They give you this little ass blanket and expect you to stay warm throughout the night with it. And I actually still have that blanket. I washed it and all that, And it's been some years since I've been in that shelter. But like, and then too, if I can be honest, another good thing about that shelter was they had what you call donations, and that was in the main building. And people would really donate some good stuff. I'm talking about name brand stuff like Aeropostale, Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, Adidas, all that stuff, man. But here was the thing, though. Come to find out, the name brand stuff, like the clothes and stuff, they would stick that in a closet so you couldn't get to it, and the closet would be locked. So I remember one night, me and some of my homegirls that, because like I said, it was a group of us that hung out with each other. We was all out in the donation section, like in the donations room, right? And they had the closet open. And, I always wondered what was in there. I didn't know what was in there, but they had the closet open. And it was like, that was their job, to clean the closet out. Man, I'm telling you, all types of name brand expensive stuff in that closet. So the brands I just named to you guys, that's what I'm talking about. And they just were not like, they were so selfish. Like, it's for us, but y'all got it hidden in a closet for us to not get to. And they just, I'm not going to say they give us the raggedy stuff, because some of the stuff that they actually left out was good stuff. And most of my clothes that I did have, cause see what happened was, when I was with Carson, I didn't have a whole lot of clothes because um, I had moved into this halfway house with, not in the same halfway house with Carson, cause he lived in a one down the street. I lived in a one, you know, whatever. But I did not have a whole lot of clothes. I was living out of a bag, a black plastic bag, a black trash bag, vision hat. And like I said, I did not have a whole lot of clothes. I had one pair of tennis shoes, no sandals. All the stuff I had was donated to me. And it was hell, y'all. It really was hell. But so yeah, when I moved into the shelter, I gained more clothes. Like I had all types of jeans. People just, and you were allowed to go in there and look as much as you wanted to, as long as you asked first. You know what I'm saying? And I had never had an instance where I was told, no, you can't go to donations. And I remember this one particular time, I had just finished cleaning the building, and I was watching somebody bring in some donations. Y'all, when I seen what they donated, I was like, oh, I got to come back. I got to come back. Y'all, somebody donated this whole clear trash bag full of perfumes. And this is not no cheap stuff. I'm talking, and I still got some of the stuff too. I'm talking about, they donated Versace, not Louis Vuitton, Versace, Chanel number 5. I got all of that. Before anybody else seeing it, I grabbed it because I knew what they was going to do. Stick it right in that closet so nobody else could get to it. I'm telling y'all, I came back with a quickness for that bag and stuff that hurried up and took it to my room for anybody said anything. Because like I said, it was donations. It was for us. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I still got that Versace perfume and the Chanel number 5 because I barely wear it. I'm more likely to be wearing like body sprays now because I'm in the Bath and Body Works and all of that. So on special occasions though, I will use my Versace or my Chanel number 5, but it's still on my dresser. And this was like many years ago, y'all. I'm 32 years old now. That was when I was like 24, 25. So yeah, imagine that. I came back for that because I was like, what? Y'all know that Versace is expensive as hell. And Chanel number 5. For the bottles that I got, bro, I would have paid over $100 for that stuff. A piece. So when I seen it, I was like, oh, I got to come back. Came back, grabbed it, and I was on it like, that's mine now. And so, yeah. Yeah. So, many nights, though, if I can be honest, many nights, even though I had snacks, many nights I went to bed without eating dinner. For the simple fact that I can remember it was like for a whole week, all we had was spaghetti for dinner. And I was like, I cannot. I remember that last time we had spaghetti. I saw what it was for dinner, turned around and went back to my room like, I cannot do this. Because I was sick of spaghetti. Like charities would come and they would have dinner for us. Churches, things like that would come with their food and they would have dinner for us already laid out and whatnot. But most of the time it was either lasagna or spaghetti. And so there's one, like I said, that last time I can remember having spaghetti, I just turned around and went back to my room. and ate a snack. Because I was like, I'm not about to eat spaghetti again. We was having spaghetti for lunch. And on top of that, spaghetti for dinner. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Like, all the time. And I just could not. And one of the people that I was cool with was like, it's really good. And I'm like, no, I can't. I cannot do this again. I cannot do this again. And it's crazy what memories you remember when you actually think about stuff. When you actually sit back and think about things. But yeah, so yeah, I did a lot in my 20s, which is why I'm the way I am today. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke. Um, I'm more and more reserved now. I don't look to jump into these relationships. Even though y'all know about the 9-month relationship, but that was like 6 years after the fact. Um, and I just be enjoying my freedom, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that being in a relationship is not freedom, because if you have a good man or a woman, whatever your preference is, then you're gonna feel like you're free. You're gonna be happy, you know what I'm saying? Yes, all relationships have bad times too. To say, like I was saying, not to say that relationships are always all about happy days, because they're not. You have bad days too, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you and your partner are willing to work through it, as long as you and your partner are willing to walk through it, work through it, and talk it out, then you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just that sometimes you have to know when enough is enough, and you have to know when it's time to let go. Even if this is somebody that you envisioned yourself being with for the rest of your life. Like, you have to know boundaries, you know what I'm saying? You have to know when it's time to stay and when it's time to go. And for me, it took a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm just totally off, but this is not totally off, because this was in my 20s as well. And like I said, I already talked about Carson in a previous video. But there was a lot of things that I did not talk about. And, the things that I did not talk about, as far as the drinking and the smoking, those were the things that were omitted. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, if I could be honest, I did not remember those things. But I remember them now. And so, yeah, it was, my life in my 20s was really, really rough. Really, really rough. And me and my mom eventually repaired our relationship, and now we're like the best of friends. Especially, and it really have gotten better. Not to say that my dad passing away was a blessing, because it was not. I miss my dad so much. I love him to death. This year in July, it will be 4 years, and I wish he was still here. Like, not suffering the way he was, but I wish he was still here. But me and my mom have gotten closer and closer within these last 4 years. And it hasn't been anything like how it was before. Before it was really, really bad. Like, really, really bad. And to be honest with you guys, I don't even know how it got better. Like, my mom used to antagonize me so bad. She used to, not to put my mom down or nothing like that. Because, it was me too. Like, we just did not get along. I will say that. And I feel like that's something that you go through when you're in your teens. But like for me, I've always been a late bloomer, so the things that I was supposed to go through in my teens, I actually went through in my 20's. Okay? And yeah, me being a late bloomer, that's probably why I still don't have no kids. But it may still happen for me. I always say now that probably not because I'm 32 years old. And I don't want to be old raising a kid. But hey, I still got time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I still have time. It was one of those things where I did not want to have a baby by the wrong man. You know, me and Carson had planned on having a baby and we had planned on getting married. But praise God that did not happen because I'd be tied to that man for the rest of my life and I did not need that. Not necessarily like tied to him, but like he'd always be in my life if I had a kid by him because of the kid or whatever. And we'd always have to be in communication. And I'd be co-parenting right about now if that were to have been the case. In which I would have been cool with it. But then again, I feel like the way my mindset was, it was like the co-parenting thing probably wouldn't have happened. I feel like we would have stayed together. We would have gotten back together after breaking up twice. And I feel like we would have stayed together and I would have been miserable. And I would have been miserable if I got married to him. So, you know, I dodged the bullet, praise God, for the strength and the wisdom to move on with my life. Excuse me. And just in general, all the things that I went through. I was, happy to come out a better person and to come out smarter than what I was before. And to have the knowledge to know that, hey, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why when I was with, I don't know what I named them in my 9-month relationship video. Well, that's when I was with the other guy, I would not tolerate no nonsense. Like, I saw the signs of the past, and I just was not about to keep going through that. Like, you're not about to walk all over me because I'm a nice person. That's just not about to happen. Because you're going to see how unnice I could get when you keep trying to play with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys, so I hope this was entertaining for you guys. I just felt like I wanted to share that with you all. Maybe it'll help somebody. Maybe somebody went through is going through what I went through, and it'll help them to see that they're not alone. I'm here. I went through things, and you can get through it too as long as you stay strong and you keep the faith. And if you believe in somebody or believe in anything, keep your faith in that, and it will help you get through these bad situations. Now, I still make mistakes, like I said, because hey, I'm human just like everybody else, and we all make mistakes, honey. But at the same time, like I said, I know what to look for now, and I know what I want and what I don't want. I know how I should be treated now in life, and I'm not gonna settle for anything less than that. So yeah. And I feel like I'm missing something that I'm supposed to be talking about, but anyway. This video about to be long enough as it is, so I just wanna, edit this and get it out to you guys. And my next video, My next video, I'm going to be talking about, I was supposed to do, I had two different ideas for this video that I filmed today. I was going to do the hair care routine, but I ended up just hurrying up and washing my hair because I did it yesterday and I was like, it was getting late, so still be on the lookout for a video like that. And then I wanted to show you guys my purse collection. I don't know how interested you'd be in that. Seeing as how nobody was really interested in my body spray and lotion collection, which is fine, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I made that video on a whim to like get something out to you guys, but yeah, I'm still coming up with ideas for videos, you guys. I'm a creative person, so I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna figure this out. But like I said in the beginning, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well so you know when I post a video. And also follow me on IG. I'll put that link in the description box. And if you like to read, come check out my Wattpad. Come read some of my stuff. It's a great community that we all have. Read other people's stuff too, not just mine, you know, because I like to share the love. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me. And happy Tuesday. Stay breezy. Check on your loved ones. Bye.